boy.
This is Kaizoku Uncharted, where a couple of siblings sail the vast sea of anime. If you think this is a crew for you, set sail with us each week. I'm Jakia.
Jenae.
Justin. So this week in the news.
I bet you ain't even no good news.
Oh,
man.
there's good news.
Are you sure?
Alright, so.
Alright, okay, maybe it's
Better be good news.
As there was a doubt from last week. Oh, and I did write down the episode number. I just gotta find it in my notes. But for more clarity, Black Clover's movie that was delayed because it was supposed to come out in May has been delayed and is supposed to come out in June.
Okay, Justin, great. You're doing your job. You're getting us the news.
All right. June 16th, apparently.
Oh, that's soon.
I was looking at it, because I didn't know. Because how he was talking, he was like delayed.
I mean, it's understandable. He's not a demon. He's not a Black Clover fan.
You know what?
I never said this.
Man. I hope that's not true.
Listen.
Because he put us on Black
We've
Clover.
come a long way.
We've had a debate about this before.
We've come a long way because I don't want to just start hijacking shows and it could be a Black Clover episode. I'm not going to do it right now, but because of your structure, ma'am,
what?
You don't want me to just start hijacking shows again like in the past. So I suggest you watch
Black
it.
Clover, though. I was like, I'm going to read it.
Well, you don't want that smoke. Anyway.
Oh,
it's whatever.
No problem. Okay.
I'm talking Justin.
No problem.
Okay.
More news. Now, she might not think this is news.
If it's Attack, then it ain't.
So the final chapters of Attack on Titan.
All right, so news. Let's go.
It's supposed to air between October to December 2023.
Fall's gonna go crazy.
You know what?
It's not. It's not.
Fall's gonna go crazy.
You know what's gonna be crazy? Is how y'all still gonna be watching Attack on Titan in 2025.
I will be alright. Now look.
Don't be okay with that.
So, what's really crazy?
Right.
Okay, because again, summer is gonna be crazy.
I already know summer gonna be crazy.
Summer is gonna be crazy.
So we got Bleach. They dropped another more scenes. So Bleach, of course, summer, July 8th.
Okay.
There's this new show that's gonna be streaming.
Is it the Apothecary show? Because that's gonna be hot.
No.
Okay, never mind.
And it is Zoom 100.
Is it sports?
The bucket list of the dead. Don't know.
Like Stride or something.
Once again, summer's gonna be hot because we got Reincarnated is going to be going ahead and dropping in summer as well. So we also have, I know y'all hate the Reborn as Vending Machines dropping in the summer.
Justin, I get it. That's the show. That's your highlight of your summer.
I thought that show already dropped.
No,
I don't know why.
It didn't.
Now here's something that you may be interested in. Mappa, of course, had some news.
All right.
And Mappa,
I'm listening.
Mappa is making a new anime.
Wow, Mappa.
And it is a mix of JoJo and Tokyo Revengers.
Hey.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, huh?
Here's just some of the scenes.
All right, come on. Wow. Look at these guys, Kia. Look at them.
Oh, yeah, that one looked ratchet
already.
All right. So that's the news.
Man, the news.
All right, there's some news in there.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, Jiu-Jitsu song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hit.
Yeah, something's going to be great.
All right. So, with that being said.
All right, let's start us off. Let's go with MASH.
All right. Kia's taking the lead.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just like, that's the show I wanted to talk about. That was...
All right.
So, when I was watching MASH...
Yeah.
And another show that we're going to really talk about, I almost want to go ahead and buy a third book.
Wow.
A third book of what? For your notes?
A third book. So we got the I Can't Stand book.
Yeah, love that book.
I have my I Hate book.
Yeah.
The Hate book.
You haven't brought it, but yeah.
I told Jenae, there was like several people that I wanted to put in the hate book today.
Oh, wow.
But I forgot
Several? Several is more than 3.
It's definitely more than 1. So,
okay.
The third book was going to be about...
Wasted potential?
No, I was just going to say, like, it was just going to be like...
We'll be feeling that book will be
I got to figure out the words, but it's on the line of, like, they that dude. Or, like, you that character. Or you a bad character.
So we stand for the
like,
person.
oh, they really...
Ooh, I stand book.
Okay.
Nah. But that wasted potential book would have been...
Full.
Because, come on now.
Full.
6 and 7. Full. Especially 6.
All right, so, yeah, but we're gotcha. But we in the match.
Right.
Okay. So, just right off the back.
It was great.
That leader, you know, he was... Yo, I was surprised he was, like, referencing Vikings so much. It was like, yo, we used to pillage, take advantage. I was like,
he was doing
what you know about that?
But he was like, we are beasts by nature. I was like, strong is true. And then I was just like, yo, Mash is that guy. Like,
yeah, he'd be in that book. Yeah, he absolutely.
Mash is that guy. But yeah, so they go ahead. He basically say, yo, you know, they have an ideology conflict.
I know, and Mash was like, so you just want to live a peaceful life, right? And then he's like, no.
They were like, was he even paying attention? He's like, I'm going to take those words as like war or
and
aggression.
He was like, please don't.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But he basically said, yo, you can leave, but you need to leave that coin behind. And I was like, yo. And Mash was like, how about no? So then, I was just like in my nose, I was just like, yo, like he said one puppet, Mash like, I almost want to say, I don't want to say punch the magic out of him, but he punched, like, he broke the string, so then Silver became human again.
See, Silver's back. Because remember, you were super happy that he got turned into a puppet.
You did make it sound like we were never going to see that man again.
I was hoping. And hopefully after this scene, because he did wake up.
He was in the infirmary. I'd like to give kudos to them. I was just like, yo, thank you for keeping this about school.
Yeah.
Like
I just like how a lot of shows this season, they're just waking up in these nurse offices.
That's what I'm saying.
It's hilarious.
Like, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, but... but no, that was like, it was really good. Like, you know, he has multiple puppets. Like, that one jester looking puppet was pretty intense.
Apparently strong.
Yeah, and he thought he took the coin, and that's not what happened. And that girl was like, did I just see what I thought just happened?
I'm like, did she see that correctly?
And I was like, yes, you did. I was like, yes, you did, Fred. That's exactly what happened. He took the button off, shot it, deflected, sucked it back in.
That was a lot to happen. So
in a short amount of time.
So I understand why she doesn't believe she saw it. And, you know, but they love still hitting us with the comedy. Lance and Dot are arguing in our room. Mm-hmm. Dot at least has some manners.
Yeah.
He brought a gift when you come into someone's room.
Changed his hair.
He did because you know Lemon likes bangs. That's what we found out. And
we found out that Lemon comes in to tell us news, and basically lets us know that the upperclassmen could stop them, but they're off campus. And I'm like, yeah, thank you.
I thought it was hilarious. And they're just like, all right, man, you need to make sure you're with somebody at all times. People are gonna come for you and everything. And I'm just like, he's already had the encounter.
I know.
I was waiting for him to explain it, but yeah, he was.
Nothing.
He was just like, it's none of their business. Like, it already happened. It is what it is.
He was on aisle cleaning duty.
Right. It was a superficial punishment. They were like.
I like them though.
They are. They're up there.
And I just put, oh my gosh, they already here. So, the big,
that one kid's the worst.
The big looking guy that we see.
I was just laughing at the screen because he just looks so huge for like no reason, and he's like such wasted potential.
Oh wow!
I was wondering where this term came from. His
wasted
name is
potential.
Olor.
Right.
It was giving me gimmicky, like not that serious of a fight. Like I don't know. I was just expecting more from him.
I mean, I think actually, I feel like that group of students, I think a lot of them aren't strong.
Oh yeah.
So I felt like I was like, you know what, this makes sense.
They're like the lowest ranked.
They are. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know if it's wasted potential. I just think that's where he's at.
Wow.
And that's where he will be.
You're right.
And just because you got, like, even though I don't like Silva, I feel like Silva put in more of a, like...
Oh, yeah.
Put in more damage than those did. So I'm just like, I don't know if it's like their parents or something.
He was facing MASH.
Right.
So I'll give him that. But that other...
So was Silva. So, I mean, and Silva did die. But, yeah.
I mean, he's alive.
Look,
but
Silva accepted death when he was like, if I get another hit, it's going to be the end of me. Right.
At least
one thing to accept death, and it's another to actually die.
Right, and also according to you last week, who had what? Badger? Badger had that death.
Wait, what?
He was like Badger from Vinland was like, he got that death.
Don't get me started on Badger this week.
Okay, sorry. But anyways,
we will.
Yeah, I thought it was great that Mash learned how to swim in that moment. That was great. Just, he's forever, like Justin, he that guy. He that dude, so.
And then the other member, the seventh Fang, his name is, Shinri.
Something, but he was like.
He's lame.
He is. Even
I'm glad he got defeated.
He did very quickly.
As soon as Lance made sure the owls were safe, he got defeated. But then.
Like, his magic is trash.
I was thinking the same.
His whole demeanor, like, the way he does the pause, right? He was like, you're just saying something.
Well, everyone hates him. Like, Lord doesn't like him. Lance and me was like, can't stand people like this. But I think everyone was thinking the same thing as, like, Mash and Lance. And then a third person shows up.
Now, he a bad.
And they show quite potential.
They do.
And they made it very clear, hey, I'm just here to collect my allies.
Look, I'm not here to fight. I don't want no trouble.
I don't know why. I feel like he's like number 2 for some reason.
Does he got a mask on?
Because, I don't know. Just
because his eye looks different?
All of it. Just his demeanor.
Got it.
Okay. And I was kind of curious, like, why he was like, you and I are the same.
Because I was like, y'all not, because you got magic and he does not.
We don't know that. So.
It is true. We do know that.
No, we don't.
I don't know.
At the end of the episode, like you guys are talking about, they went ahead, this person, because I don't want to just call him a male when it could be a female. But they go ahead and say, the mask starts to crack, such speed, and no magic. He's the same as me. And I'm like,
But even, I don't know, because unless he has like some type of magical object that made it so where Lance's magic couldn't work in that moment, I'm just like...
what happened?
Right, that's what I mean. So that's why I'm just like, what do you mean? The fact that he's like... He might not have, like, double, like, multiple lines.
Well,
I don't know.
The one hunch I was having, because one, it's interesting, this person knows Mash doesn't have magic. That's first and foremost.
So maybe he can, like, tell their scale of power? Like,
I'm not too sure about that. But the other thing was, when they said that, I started to think, why would this person been allowed in MAGA Lupus when they believe superiority is everything?
Right.
So now I'm thinking, what if this individual has the same magic illness or disease as his sister, Lance's sister? So his magic could be depleting, and that's why we didn't see any lines where when the mask was cracked. Again, it could have been anywhere.
Yeah.
But maybe his magic is depleting because there was certainly some freaky stuff happening with his eye.
Oh, I know that's right.
So. And I'm thinking maybe that could be it, and he just considered himself, no magic because he feels that his magic's depleting, but he's still a part of this organization. So we'll see. And like you said, that would be interesting because I just didn't want the number 2 person to be the guy with the glasses who hired Silva because he's pretty smug.
He's probably like number 5.
I say he's probably number 4
or something.
I say 4.
No, I think that girl's 4.
I think that girl's like 5.
I feel like she's in the top.
You think she's in the top?
No, I think
top
that
three.
green,
She's a
that,
5 or 3.
that
She's a
green
5
hair
or
guy
3.
is probably number 3 or something.
No, I don't
With
know.
the staff?
Right.
I thought that was a broom. You sure?
I don't know. But
I think the girl and the green hair are 3 and 4. They're in the top 4 in my
So who
opinion.
5? The glasses?
I don't care to know who's 5. I've already gotten rid of 6 and 7.
What if it's the green hair dude? Girl is number 4.
Right.
Glasses is 3. This dude is 2.
What if your whole structure just gets knocked out of the park next week?
I'll be alright.
And we find out the person we just met is 5. Because we just met 6 and 7.
That would be crazy.
Right.
That means the guy with glasses is stronger than him.
I don't know
100%.
if that's true, but you know what?
According to what Justin is saying, that seems pretty legit.
Anyways.
Hopefully glasses is 5 or 4.
What's going on with you and glasses? Like, we don't even know him.
Well, I mean, he's been there on the screen. He brought
Like
in
everybody
Silver.
else.
He brought in Silver.
That's not your case.
She's got Senta bias.
I hope he's 9. I don't know.
Wait, how many
9
people is
is
there? I
7
thought it
of
was just
them.
7 of them.
Look, that's exactly.
Wow.
Right,
I mean, I don't care for glasses though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's Mash. All right.
Who's going, me or Justin?
I don't know. I already went.
I could do my. I didn't write too many notes for this one, so we can do my home hero.
I'm
I
so
was gonna
tired of
pick this
Koji, man.
Yo, I was thinking, I was
Got
like,
to
Keita
go.
and Justin hate this
Yo,
episode.
that I was
Is he in
looking.
the
Yes.
book? Can you put him in
First
the
of
book?
all, boy, is he in this book?
No, I'm
He
talking
should
about the
be.
hate book.
No, so
Okay.
my first
Wow.
note was
Jenae, how do you not hate? Like, we don't need the votes for the hate book,
no,
right?
I
boy,
know,
it's my book.
It's his
Right, that's what I was
Well,
gonna
I thought the hate book was like only the most vicious, disgusting
Sure,
creatures are
sure.
in the hate book.
This
So
is
who are all
him.
these people
So-
that's going in this book.
So
This is one of them.
literally, my note
Wow.
was I hate Rika, whatever
Yeah.
her name is,
Yeah.
and I hate Koichi.
All right.
I just hate both of them so much.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's just so. Anyway, it's just such a strong hate. But
Are you
this.
gonna put them in the book?
You should.
Are they worth it?
Yes.
Well, hear me out.
They've been around for a while.
Because
I
like
don't-
a year from now, are you
I
gonna
don't
remember
know.
these people?
I don't know if I
Yes.
put them in that book.
Come on,
I'm
Justin.
on the verge.
Okay.
All right.
Like, I don't want to put them. Like, there's some notorious people in that book.
Right, and you gonna put Reika there?
Just-
Koichi?
Yes.
Under these crazy
I wish there was like
They everyday people.
I
This
wish
ain't
there
a
were
magical
like there
world,
needs to be
man.
like a pseudo book because later on today, even though we only saw her for a little bit, I was just like I hate that girl so much.
Come on, Lily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't even that
We'll
long.
get into it.
Why don't you
Right.
just have a section in there for the normies? Like, you know, because what are most of the people in your hate books like are like magical people? Like, what's going on?
Oh no.
I just trying to find out what
Isn't the town
genre.
of Reika
Right,
and
the
Kyouchi
town
there?
and Rankin's in there.
And you telling me
That's an
Reika-
adventure world. I'm just saying. That's what I mean. Like, this is an everyday regular.
but those people
regular.
did crazy stuff. And
That
we
was
talking
a
about,
heinous town. I understand.
and
They
you're
all in
comparing
the
that to
book.
Reika. That's what I'm asking.
She up there.
Wow. With the
This-
town?
Yes. Well, no one's like that town.
That's what I
different.
mean. That type of like status supposed to be in the hate.
Well,
book.
here's the thing.
Look.
The one thing that prevented me from doing it
Okay.
was as much as I see, and it rolled off the tongue. I was gonna say can't stand Rika is Rika, whatever her name is. You know, I blame her parents for naming her this. But as much as I can't stand her, and even though she always on their version of TikTok or whatever, looking at these animal things, she
Like
said, they're my family. She said I'm kept out of the loop. Now, granted, if you were in the loop, would you make things better?
Make it worse.
You know, maybe she would make it work, or maybe she would help as part of the alibis. You know, who knows? But even though her thought process in that moment is supposed to be in the right place, I'm like, I'm not putting you in the hate book. And then when we heard, I think it was the last episode, Koichi's mom's backstory.
Yeah.
And then this episode, when we get into his apartment finally, and then he still has his dreams to be, open a diner.
It's like, get a better bed.
But I'm just like, at the end of the day, I just put, look, somebody has to die next week. That's
Yo, that's true.
Someone has to die tomorrow. It's been a long week.
I know tomorrow, but I mean next week's episode.
It's gonna be Koichi. It's not gonna be Tetsu, man.
Well, duh, it can't be Tetsu.
Nah, it can't.
It could be somebody else.
Why
can't it not be Tetsu?
Because Jenae.
You don't think that show gonna go dark?
This show,
it's already dark.
Why not go darker? Don't count anyone out. That's all I'm saying.
Look, it'd be darker if they got Tabuto if he died.
It's about to be episode 8.
Oh, he gonna die.
I think
they gonna figure it out. It was him making that video.
I was hoping that they was gonna get that one guy.
Who?
We tried to blame it on him.
Oh, take it up.
Whatever his name is.
I was just annoyed with Koichi. Like, he was like, my thing is like, why are you even following along with Tetsu's like suggestions and plans? Like, what's happening? Like, I
got nothing else going on. Did you not hear him? He was like, only come here to sleep sometimes. Clearly, because your bed's a mess. You got stains all over your wall. No one lives here. So where does he actually live?
He said he comes here to sleep sometimes.
Sometimes. But where is he at on those other times?
Look,
what you mean? I'm being in underworld.
Man.
And apparently being not well liked.
He in for a rude awakening or whatever, because no one's gonna go to his diner.
Wow. You think he's gonna make it that far?
No, his dream is not gonna come true. He's been awful. No.
Well, they tried to give him some merit. Because, like, the mom's story is his father committed suicide. And Koichi is gung-ho. No, the underworld had something to do with it. And they have police in their pocket, and they made it look like it was a suicide when I know the truth. And I'm like, don't try that. But then you lost whatever merit you have saying, that's my form of justice. I'm going to put it on you because force is right, and that's my justice. I'm like, if you was real about justice, bring them down if they killed your dad, punk.
That's why I'm like, I don't believe in him and his dream. That's for his, like, how he stands for justice.
They were saying how there were so many utensils. I'm like, that looked like the normal amount.
That was not the normal amount. They're talking about on the back wall behind the scene.
I saw it.
Right.
Look, all right.
Most people ain't got a whisk.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
It's true, you know it.
Whatever, Koichi. I can't stand him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand that, man.
Anyways, do you think, so, like, at the end when the mom is, like, looking in the sewer, do you think that's the evidence of the stuff? Because I was like, I don't know what they did with that bag.
I almost feel like its own Tetsu.
I thought it was, because I thought,
like in that brown bag.
That's what I thought at first, too. I was like, oh, he's going to plant it in his house.
Yeah, that's what he was making it sound like.
Right, but that's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all, because I guess he just had, like, the fake, like, light and other stuff in that bag, which is why he was able to switch it. So I'm just like, what's going on? So
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. If you wanted to put him in the hate book, I would stand for it. Like, he had him, like, had his head down, bended the whole time in the elevator. Like, nobody care where you live.
But yeah, I didn't put too much.
I don't trust his neighbor.
Which one?
The one that came up the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like a random kid to me.
Yeah, that's what they want y'all to think.
Yeah, but that's all I have for my home hero.
Yeah, I don't got much for it.
Wasn't that great of an episode.
Wow.
It was just a lot of, we didn't get to, I don't want to say fluff, but it was more about reading the messages back and forth between Reika, trying to cut her off.
Oh, and shame on the lackey, because like in the email it says, don't report back. And what does he do? He literally reports back.
Email and
everything. He said, yeah, don't you want me to forward it to you? I can forward it to you. And he's just like, I never sent you that. I was like, he didn't read.
Yeah.
Reading's fundamental.
I'm telling you.
So it's on Jenae.
Let's do Rokudo, Bad Girl.
Yes. Man, I can't stand Doji. You don't
really?
No.
I like him.
I can't, man, wait till we get.
Y'all hate Doji?
It's just me. No, it's just me. I I don't care for him.
Who he about to talk about?
I don't know. He might be coming for me. Lord knows. But take us away.
I hate Rokudo so much.
Yo, that's what I was gonna talk about.
But he already in the book.
I want to put checks in this man's name. I'm like,
nothing's stopping you.
I'm like, at one point,
He said, let's hurry up and apologize.
Cause yeah, it was like, we meet Orihime, and we find out, they used to be a part of the Ryagu gang, next town over. And they seemed like a very straight-laced gang. That's what Rokudo said. And then I was like, oh, gee, she knows Reina, who used to be in the gang. And then I just
disappeared for 2 years.
I just wanted to point something out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she got a house.
Whoa, all right. Yeah, we're done with that.
No, we're not.
Okay, well, what about everyone else's homes? They're not showing people's homes.
We don't even have a teacher. I'm not gonna sit here and take
you can't say that because class rep was like, look, the teachers provided us with drinks. Okay, so we got teachers.
So no,
they come and
they're unseen, just like people's residents are unseen.
No, I'm telling you.
You're asking where
campus.
Doji lived.
I don't care. We just met Doji. I'm just saying.
We just met him. He don't got a house.
Look,
I don't know where that man lives.
All I'm saying is from the get-go, I was like, I don't know where she goes. And then we get more information that she was in a whole other town. Couple towns
People can't transfer. I could have sworn they said this girl.
But she disappeared for 2 years.
So Chief and Colonel don't have homes. We ain't seen them.
No one said that. Okay, it's whatever. Fine.
All right. Anyway,
what's this about, kid?
I started to.
No,
she don't like Reina.
I love Reina. I just want to know, where's her?
Why does it matter?
Because where does she truly live?
Her parents probably.
Why don't you care about everyone else then?
She the one that's going from town to town, taking out.
You just heard about this.
Wait, parents can't switch jobs.
No, that's not what this is. That's not what happened.
We don't know.
Look, she's going from town to town, single-handedly taking out gangs.
She bored.
I know. We learned this. You
didn't know she was from another town until this episode.
Exactly. The evidence is piling up. I just want to know where she lives.
There's no evidence.
I need the commute.
Towns live really close to
I need the
They clearly
commute.
do. Orihime just stopped by. It's like, this is crazy.
Well, they said that they was checking out school festivals.
Which is interesting, but fine.
It's the equivalent to Ann Arbor and Grosse Pointe.
I know where a town is. I'm just saying it's suspicious that the last time they saw her and they were rocking her for a while was like they last saw her 2 years ago.
She was done with that life.
And she just a town over. I just can't. Whatever.
I'll let you continue that web of thinking.
Thank you.
At some point, I'm starting to think Rokudo is becoming a delinquent because I don't know where I was like, did we just ditch school when we were supposed to be getting cardboard and now we're in a cafe?
Wow.
That's what I took from it. And then sure enough,
what happened.
And he's still hiding in the bathroom.
Right. And then sure enough, he's like, oh, we got to go back and get that cardboard. And I'm just like, and then that's when I was like, yo, I can't stand Rokudo. And because it was like, this dude Doji goes ahead in passing after they show some picture. He's like, peace doesn't really exist. And then, like you said, he go into everyone in the classroom turning on them. You're not a part of. They don't know you like that.
No one liked him beforehand.
I was like, you a bum. And then,
wow, at least he getting an education.
Is he?
Oh my God.
Actually, you're right.
Are any of them?
So after that,
okay,
we eventually
you ain't wrong.
Standing up to the class, Reina having to come in front of us, and then they're like, yeah, Rokudo, let's go fight him. Like y'all ever done called him to fight before? Like like your class is dumb too. And then, like you said, he go in the bathroom and he pound his head on the thing, says, "I don't understand," and I'm like, fool, you even just thought about. Why? And you said to yourself, why did Doji say that? You ain't got to be watching to know if someone tell you that, then something break down, they behind, they're no longer being peace.
And then he's like, oh my God, am I back in the bathroom?
That's literally what I was like, yeah, we back here again.
You ain't never left, fool.
Okay, we get it. There's a lot of Rokudo hate. Got it.
Do you not hate him?
It's not that I don't hate him.
I know Inuma is the best.
That's what I do know.
That's a true statement.
He should go in that book. He a real one.
Wait, what? Oh,
no,
whoa, that book? That third book?
You saying he that man? He that guy?
Out of everybody?
No, you're not going to do
in
this.
In this show?
Okay, that's
Come
first of all.
Wait a minute.
No, we're not doing this.
Never get the
so, first of all, let me clear one thing up.
Wait a minute.
Let me clear one thing up on this imaginary third book that hasn't come into existence yet. Okay?
You act like I can't no.
Hey, you can.
Bring it.
And apparently, your book would be full. Because we're not just going to be putting people in because this ain't one person or a person from a show. The show got to make it too. So don't just sit here.
Wow.
I don't have to.
Yes, you do.
You over here treating this like your days back in the Girl Scouts. Everybody don't get a badge. Everyone don't get cookies.
Wait,
hold
no
on.
one said that.
Now he's saying the show got to be good. What if you have a horrible show?
No,
but
I'm saying,
bad man.
But that's what I'm saying. Is Rokudo Bad Girls even that show?
Wow,
What have I seen in this show to think that he's this bad man?
Look, wait a minute. You coming up with more criteria, and you didn't have
that.
Yes, you did.
It was self-explanatory.
It wasn't.
I think this criteria needs to happen because the fact you think this man should be going.
It's real simple.
I'm just
Here's
saying,
Mash.
Raina should be not him.
I agree.
She that girl.
Wait a minute. She
Here's
is.
Mash.
She that person.
Ooh, so here's the only problem with Raina.
Well, no, because she said out of that show.
Look,
right. Like, that's why I'm not doing that.
Wait a minute. I'm just saying out of this show so far, the people who I rock with, that I'm just like, they ain't let me down. That's consistent. That's that person. I was like, it's him and Rana and Osanada. That's who I got.
So I think what it is this.
That's what I got.
I think y'all two were on the right page early in the game.
Okay.
Y'all can have an I stand book. You stand for those three.
Wow.
I do stand for those three. I do stand.
No, for the stand. Do you
stand
need all
for
3
boss.
votes? Or is it just...
No, it's listen, y'all can come up with whatever criteria y'all want for the I stand book.
George Blumen going in that book.
You might want to fight back that you got to get votes.
You know what? Let's get back on topic.
Hey, I mean, this episode is basically done.
What are you trying to say?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we gonna get to it.
You said Mash, like you're about to compare him.
No, like, Mash is that guy. Like, we seeing stuff.
Right.
Now, like, the next show I pick, unless one of y'all pick before me, like, and that's the crazy thing. Mash wasn't the thought process of this book.
Right.
I was watching a different show, and that made me reminisce about all the people who just really be putting on a show. Putting on a show also, in my opinion, gets you in that book.
Okay, so now you're saying put on the show. That's something totally different.
No, I think that's like the same. Because like you have to be that dude.
No.
Put on the show.
No, I don't know. Now that you say that, I feel like it's different now. Now it makes more sense for me when you say put on the show.
And that's why I'm like, so those people can, and again, nothing against it. Those people can be in the I Stand book.
Okay.
But that other book is going to be similar to the hate book. Like, you got to really bring it.
Okay.
Wow. You can't just bring anyone.
Like to me, and again, it's just for me because I know in my hero, I messed with a certain hero and it didn't affect y'all as much. Even though he wanted. No, not him.
Jenae. Best Genius is great. Just stop.
Right, yeah. I mean, we know about that, but I'm talking about that man who fought Overhaul.
You talking about
Miro Vermilion. That man. Yeah. See, when I want to see something good, I just go back.
You stand for him, which is like I like him, but like you be going crazy.
Yeah, and that's why to me he would be in that book. Because I go.
They would say that's a stand, right? Or do you feel like that?
Well, I say both.
Right.
I mean, he can still feel the same.
And that's why I feel the difference because I just go to those 3 episodes where he fighting him. He even loses power. He fighting too. Like that man.
Because I thought Overhaul was bad.
Yo, I love Overhaul too. So the fact that he was going back, I was like, yo, this man.
Look, now
I think Shigaraki bad. Am I gonna get the votes? No.
Why would you get the votes?
I don't know if you would put it. See, and that's why I need to think about. Like, I don't know if I would put villains in this book. That's why I got to think about it.
Some villains put on the show.
I agree with that. I feel like Askeladd, he would be in that book. He a bad dude. Season 1 villain, but he was a villain
language right now.
I don't think I would put Askeladd in that book.
You don't think he was that dude?
I'll tell you who was that dude. We're going to get to it this episode.
Okay, anyway. All right. We'll continue.
All right. Oh, no. But anyway.
No. Okay, then that makes sense. And I reneged mine. That's fine.
But the end of Rokudo, the only reason why I said I wouldn't put Reina in the book is only because, first of all, Rokudo's so dumb when he's supposed to be the educated one. And
I was about
to say
he's not smart.
I was about 100%.
Yo, he wanted his school life.
And I was like, Chief, would you put on your shirt?
Yo, did y'all see those wristband things I'm talking about? I still don't know what they are.
Those are compression things.
All right, anyway.
Compression sleeves.
But the only thing I know about, I said I couldn't stand Rokudo again.
Wait, who had the compression sleeves? Who you guys talking about?
Chief.
Oh.
So I said I couldn't, and that's why I wanted to put Mochat marks in his name. Because I was that's what you get. You over here teaching people words like considerate, like, and then come to find out.
Okay, but I was like, Rana, how do you not know basic words?
Yo, because she's an animal. And the only reason I don't care
he ain't wrong.
And the reason why I didn't want to put Rana in that book, because she did the right thing at first. She just lunged and attacked that man. And I said, yes, Rana, you ain't falling for this. Don't become a victim. Don't be one of these stereotypes.
And I bet you that board is going to be back to normal next episode.
I was surprised those dumb fools didn't look to the right. And then...
You said what?
Look, Jenae, it's a school of delinquents. They got the budget to make sure that they repair the building on a regular basis.
He kept spewing words, and she fell for it and finally cracked.
She did, which is so disappointing.
And that's what I was so mad about. And then it was so dumb over some stupid little word that you said, trying to tell her an explanation, which wasn't that grave an explanation anyway. How about you learn to start shutting up? And then when he running down the hall, I got to think more about Raina being happy. Guess what? How about you go back to episode 1, you clown, and tell her to defend herself, or don't put these stupid shackles on her. I can't stand him so much.
We're dealing with that bite girl for what, 3 episodes?
That was
she was around. So now that makes it more interesting because the 1v1s, Raina ain't gonna be a part of it.
Listen, there ain't gonna be no 1v1s, man.
I hate to break to you. Did you not see when Unuma took his shirt off? That man is fighting somebody. Okay, that's first of all. And when they all dropped their books and went on one side.
I know, that was wild.
You have to just bypass that like it was nothing. What? Did you not see Chief and Colonel take off their shirts?
Yes, 100%.
Are you insinuating that they're going to get a 1v1?
You know Colonel
First of all,
I don't know nothing.
We do know that. But here's what we do know. Because you just hate to give this Chief bias.
Who would he fight?
You know what
we're not saying Chief gonna win. No one's saying that.
She's talking about Colonel.
Because I'm not, listen.
Chief and Colonel out here in the trenches telling people.
Yeah.
They over here telling people. That's first of all.
Chief wanted to go, but I'm like, all right, keep on going with him.
I just like,
he need to be with the women and children. Just leave him alone. Okay?
Not beer money vibes. Anyways, let's keep it going.
Yeah,
man, that was the second son vibes, okay? That wasn't even beer money vibes.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
All right, Kia, it's your turn.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was Kia, Justin, me.
I know that I started it. Right. Okay. Do we want to talk about Deadmau5?
If you want.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, Jenae, how do you think about the show? You caught up, and
I mean, it's alright. Like, I just be watching.
It's a show.
Wow.
Is it a show that we talking about?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. All right. So now we.
That's crazy because you were like the main one that told me to get on board.
Yes.
Right.
And you was hyping it up.
It took one, and I know it's
you didn't like the fire episode with the stuff at the end? It didn't bring you back?
I know it's very petty.
Okay.
I think this is like episode 2. Maybe episode 3.
You stopped watching episode 2?
No.
Okay. I was like, that's
I'm just hanging on to this grudge. It's like a grudge spell.
Good too.
The whole, I guess the plot. Like, the fact that I have been reborn. I'm noticing my powers.
Yeah.
I killed the girl who tried to assassinate me and failed.
Right.
She
succeeded. I kind of wish they kept her.
They brought this one random boss lady show up with her goons pointing their guns at me. And I show what real power looks like. I leave them. I just revived the person, left, made souls, saved children, came back, and then you've already started to get a grasp of this world. You would be smart enough, just like how you were a hermit for the most part, isolating yourself but still learning. You would be able to figure out this day and age and understand what's happening. The nerve of this woman and her organization to say, we'll pair you up with somebody. I could kill you.
You don't like Clarissa?
Listen, I don't like anyone who thinks they got some type of control of power. And I said, to me, it's petty. I was nerved that the fact that I don't need that. It's not even asking you for help. Did you just see what I did? I can wave my hand and kill all of you if you don't tell me what I want to know. Like, don't make it sound like I got to be friends with y'all. You don't know me. Like, so because of this, I've been on eggshells as I've been watching the rest of the show. Because I'm like, yo, I don't need none of these fools. Like, so that's just me. That's my rant.
Okay. Glad you had it.
I don't know. We'll just see how they're taking this.
I mean, we don't gotta talk about the show. It's just going back.
I just really didn't like. Wait, what?
Because we wanted you to watch it, and you watched it. So
I did.
Right, exactly. So I was like, you know,
it was going into. I was not expecting it to go into this direction.
Okay.
I don't know. But I mean,
hey, you can. Shows can start off hot, then they can lose you.
Wow.
Sometimes you got to get brought back on board.
Look, I mean, I like.
Wow. He bringing back the on board here. You gonna bring him back on board here?
I don't know. I feel like Justin off the wagon, and that's fine.
That's why you got to bring him back on board.
I mean, I don't know if it's worth bringing him back on board.
No, I'm gonna finish it watching it.
Yeah.
Just like I checked for a new episode from that punk kid Kind. I was like, from last week.
I like Kind. I need to start watching that show.
Go ahead, watch it. He gonna start ticking you off. He do some more other stuff. I kept it brief last week. He do so many stuff that just start ticking you off. Yeah. And yo, he the real kicker. It's only like 7 episodes in, right? We done went from toddler to 4 to 8 to 12. If it's been 2 episodes after, why am I still 12? Go ahead, like keep this jump moving.
Maybe they're done with the time skips.
Man,
right.
And then he wearing this stinking little outfit, so to be an adventurer at 12, I can't, like, it's just, man.
Really?
I know you can't say that. Ash Ketchum was how old? 10? Come on.
On a show based off of kids going to a professor to get their starting Pokemon.
It don't matter.
Then they grow up. It ain't my fault.
What you about Ash Ketchum been like? Maybe
no, and that's what I was going to say. Maybe. That's what I was going to say. It ain't my fault that the creators wanted to go ahead and show this man still at the same age 25 years later. That ain't on me. That's on the makers. Now, granted, some people will go ahead and say, thank you for not being in a lot of shows and giving us this jump. They literally made us follow this person for years. And they did not make the seasons change, which lets you know that these are like day-by-day activities. So that ain't on me. Don't pin it on me, Jakia. Shoot.
Okay, so that's it. All right, got it. That was.
But that song was kind of like catching on me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a good song.
Oh yeah,
it's a good song.
I like the song.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Wait, which one? The opening or ending? I'm just asking.
Do you like both?
No.
Okay, then which one do you like?
I feel like the opening was kind of like rubbing off on me a little bit.
Because you tend to say, like, there's been times when you like that ending for shows, and you be missing us on this ending. So that's why I wasn't.
I mean, do you like the ending? Because she's just singing too much for me.
Yeah, I don't like the ending. That being said, I don't like the intro to My Home Hero.
Yo,
but that ending is starting to grow on me.
Oh no, that ending's
like.
Yo, I skipped that thing.
Oh man, it's hitting. It's starting to hit.
I like the intro. I like the intro to the ending or the beginning part of the ending for Heavenly Delusion. Like I like that part.
Oh no, that's fine. But that intro, you watch that intro yet for Heavenly Delusion?
No.
Yo, that thing's still hitting.
Alright. Well, she just said she only liked the little part.
She said at the ending.
I like the intro and then the ending, like the way they do it.
It's like a part.
It's like the first part.
Right.
It's really feel
like I watched this show called My Clueless Best Friend.
I gotta watch that.
And when you watch the ending, like you can just go to episode 2. Click go to the end of credits and start that thing off. That thing super hit. It'd be like, I don't know if I feel like I'm like at the club. It'd be like,
Hey, maybe turn it up like that.
Yo, I be dancing. Like I like stand up. I do a little salsa dance, some hip music. Like it be hitting.
All right.
Whoa! All right. I be watching that.
Hey, might make someone's list. You never know.
All right, never know.
It's like, man, they starting to and again, I don't know if I'm just also going into things tempering expectations, like
very low.
Like not everything can be like, ranking like right off the bat. You know what I mean?
Of course not.
Like some show, some songs ain't about that. So like I just came in, not everything.
Expect nothing.
Like nothing. Like not everything can be Orient.
That's true.
So I just started.
Or Bisco.
Oh, now everything. Wait, Bisco.
Yeah.
That trash? Oh God.
Yeah. You can miss me with that intro.
Y'all did wait, which one
Whoa,
did you like? Yes, you did.
We did not. We did not like Bisco's intro.
Every time Bisco, I just think of too much crab. Listen, that
intro
was
like,
not
y'all think of Bisco, y'all think of too much crab time.
No, she says that time. I skipped that thing. It's too chaotic.
It wasn't even good.
I love it.
It reminded me of like a bad Fooly Cooly. It was like too much going on.
That's hilarious.
You said
she said you look like Bisco.
No, she made it sound like y'all.
I was gonna get on you. I was like, really, Justin?
Well, no, you like the DJ one, right? The DJ.
Yeah, I showed y'all the DJ song. I ain't got to show nobody that Bisco thing. No, like, get out of here.
Alright, on to the next show, man.
Yeah, next show. Jeez. Now, did you want to pick another show? Because that didn't really go, or you good? I could just choose.
You can choose because you went on a rant.
Alright, that's fine. Okay, this episode where it made me start thinking about the book. Let's go Hell's Paradise. Woo!
Whoa.
We doing... Now, who...
What you mean who? Tenza. That man, you gonna sit here and act like that man wasn't putting on a show? That man was putting in work.
Tenza is the reason why you thought about this book. Like, he was good, but he that dude?
Oh, yes. I'll go through my notes. As soon as the episode starts. Yes.
With this book, do we have to have votes?
Yes.
Let me make this as clear as possible.
Please do.
I think he's trying to say this is his book.
If that's the case, I don't care. Then why bring it up?
I mean, the hate book's my book, and it's brought up.
Okay, well, I don't care who you put in this book then. If it's your book.
100%. All right. So.
Okay, then go on.
Maybe that'll mean some qualifications for the I stand. But yes, I guess there are people I stand for. I just don't like using that word because it seems more like fandom than like I back them. I don't know. That's just me. But as soon as Hell Paradise started, it showed as blast from the past scene, and then I was like, yo,
he was a bad kid.
Yes.
He had a rough childhood, man.
Hey, his parents.
He said his parents didn't have didn't want to. They had the determination.
Didn't have the means or the motivation.
Take care of him.
Someone called him a street urchin.
That was the worst thing.
They called him trash. They called him.
And he was just sitting there.
Yo, 3 Samurai had the nerve to say something, and I was they did it so well. They did the old the dark alley scene, and they just made the sounds before we got over there. I was like, dang. They beating up on this kid. And then sure enough, he was beating them with a stick. And they was like, please no more. And then you just see this sword saying that's enough. And I'm like, great hair. And then I was like, and that made me think of the other dude right away. So I put, can already see it. teacher versus student fight.
When we got this backstory, I knew Tenza was gonna die. I was like, this show, I feel. I'm like, whenever we get backstories, I just be assuming they about to die.
That's a
good point. That's a good point.
I was like, dang.
Well, hold on, we got Gabimado's backstory multiple times.
Sure, but he's the main character, and he's that guy.
Do you think he's gonna die? You just sighed.
I don't know who's gonna die.
We also got.
You just said we
got the Bandit King's backstory. They ain't dead yet.
Absolutely.
I know you think they is,
but they not.
Listen, in 2 episodes, you might be saying something different.
No,
I don't know how they gonna get off this place.
Got it. Hey, me neither. Yo, I was caught up. So, speaking of getting off this place, they go to Tenza and Naguri. And they just on the shore trying to see what current to lead them outward. And then you just see this character in the water. And I was like, oh no.
I was like, yo, we saw this person in the opening. This can't be good.
I didn't even know.
It's like with that table of those people
really quickly.
And then you see that orange hair. I was like, oh, shoot.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even know there was a table. So I need to go and look at this scene.
It's like, it's like, 4 people?
Okay.
And it looks like one of them has purple hair.
Right.
Which I was confused. I'm like, is that one of the people?
I wasn't sure if it was the...
But that girl or whoever that thing was.
Her hair was pink, but then I was like, I don't know.
No, this one was orange, though.
I'm talking about earlier, the other 2 that were...
I thought the earlier person was more of a purplish.
That's what I mean. That's what it was, like a purplish pink. So that's
I'm going to look for this table scene. I did not know
at
this.
the end.
But no, that's... I
was like, yo, this is the person. To the music. Me too. I was like, yo, this person about to kill Tenza.
But yeah, like right away I was like, yo, another Tensen, and they got the same glowing fist as that little girl.
My issue is like they don't even care to ask like, hey, why are you guys at this island or nothing? They just be swinging on him.
Like they just taking.
Like they didn't even give him a fair chance. Like,
well, they don't need to care.
Why not?
Because if you think about it, we didn't already learn. Human is basically we're sacrificing life to go ahead and continue to have the eternal life. Like it's. And they don't want people here. They've made it very clear.
They're like, we got all these things in place to make sure that.
And she said, what those stinking things?
Oh, the Soshin?
She said, too few Soshin. Mm-hmm. You know, but this person was like, yo, they just started, like you said, just start fighting this right away. And I was like, yo, okay. And then out of nowhere, we see a sword come thrown, and I was like, okay. Cool. I didn't think he was blind. Showing.
I mean, he got 2 scars, so I just assumed. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe he just don't. I don't know.
I just thought it was like a cool thing, like.
Yeah, and then he opened up his eyes.
Like Kenpachi got a scar, you know, like.
Right. But I mean, can he see out of that eye?
Could he be in your book?
Who that now? Kenpachi? Oh, yeah.
I'm just asking. You brought up the book.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Let him keep his book. I'm uninterested in this book, okay?
Oh, okay.
But my thing is, this person was like, you ruined my clothes. And I was like, wow, these people are really petty here.
I don't think so, Jenae. They don't have no other opportunities to get more clothes.
They have plenty. They can just take them from the people they kill.
I don't think they want those clothes.
Fair enough.
I don't know what they want.
Yes, we do. We know that they want to use their life source as the flowers so that, you know.
Well, real early in this episode, my dream got killed. Wow. Because I was like, when we were escaping, I was like, I hope there's a world where Tenza lives and marries Nurugai.
I know, it was so, he even dreamed, it was sad, man.
And then, at this point, I was like, yo, Shion is now showing up to fight. And we find out he ranked number 4. And yes, as we're having to and you know, I like his demeanor, because he pulled his sword out so quick, like, what's going on here? Because it's like, yo, this is a criminal. You know, we should be, you know, so we had a nice little heart-to-heart moment, what have you.
Yeah.
But that creature, that thing, that Tensen showed up, and he grabbed both of them so quick and moved. I was like, yo, okay, we about to go in. And then we find out he got cut, like right on the throat. I was like,
absolutely.
Okay. And then at this point, this is when I was like, yo, Tensen is my dog. Because he started putting on a show. And then the Tensen said, it's like, yo, I'm already used to that. When he went on that one barrage early on the beach, it's like, I'm already accustomed to that. Hit him with the faux shot. And that's another thing. I don't know. But yes.
Nah, say it.
I'm like, yeah, be about it. You already started.
Man, these things are just too OP. Like, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I want to see how. I need one of them to at least die, so I know that they're killable.
They're not though.
That's what makes this so difficult.
That's why I'm.
They literally said.
That's why I want to see the chief. We need. I'm telling you,
Chief might be the best.
That's it.
This chief, not the other chief, but yeah, you know.
Right. We wouldn't. We don't expect a kid from a delinquent school to somehow come to this Edo period to go over there, Jenae.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Listen, y'all be hyping up that man so much.
Have mercy.
No, I stopped what I was saying because I was going to reference, in my opinion, another quality to be in the book, but she's already said she don't care about the book. So that's why I stopped.
Because you said, like how you made it seem like we were all going to have a choice to, like, put someone in there. And now you're saying, well, it's my book. So I'm like, well, I don't care.
Right, that's fair.
Like, is that wrong? Like, is that wrong for me to say? Like, we can just put on our I Stand book. So we can put Kim Patchy in there if you want to. And we don't have to have books.
I mean, that's true. We can have our own book. That's totally fine.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. Like, I just don't know about a voting mechanism.
Yeah, you don't have to put...
Yeah, it just seems... But then again, you just don't want anyone to be in... Because, like, that means... Like, she started saying, like, George Gloman's going to be in there.
I mean, I feel like she wouldn't have got the votes, okay?
And that's why I was like, then you start weighing, do you need a voter system?
Well, hold on, because if I stand for that person...
Sure.
How are you going to tell me...
Exactly.
that I should stand for them?
And that's what makes it so difficult.
It goes back to the statement of, like, they got to put on the show.
But that was for that book.
No.
That was for his book.
I'm talking about the same book.
No, we're not.
Hey,
he was talking about that's a bad man.
And technically, the term, it depends on what's your definition of putting on the show. Because that man was so dramatized when he put on the show to the point where they start singing the school anthem and they were all giving him items and he was talking about the hardships that he was going through. He put on a drama show.
Listen, you don't even have to listen. You stand for Midosaji, right?
Yes.
I think that a lot of people do.
But Midosaji put us on the show.
Okay, who's someone that you care for that we don't really like?
Ooh.
Like who's that person?
What?
Like I know there's a person that you like that we don't really care for.
Like
like Gordman, right, from Black Clover. You stand for that man.
I don't stand for him. That's not what I said.
See, no, now, what she was saying was he would be a candidate for y'all other book, the Wasted Potential book, right? There you go. She never said, oh, well, she believes poison as a magic.
Well, she said the same thing about Caesar from One Piece. She says he's wasted potential.
Do you believe Caesar's wasted?
Because of his poison gas. That's what you said.
I didn't say that Caesar was wasted potential. We're talking about when we were talking about Black Clover, and you were talking about how I stood and I went so hard for Gordon. I was like, no. I feel like Justin said, like wasted potential and like his magic and what they doing.
We've had a discussion.
Sure.
Because I was binge watching Punk Hazard. And
I like Caesar.
You said that he was wasted
potential. I don't think he's wasted potential. I just feel like, you know what, fine. If you want me to say he's wasted potential, fine, 100%. What does that matter? Do they both happen to be like poison type individuals? Sure. That doesn't mean I think every poison type person is wasted potential.
Yeah, she didn't have Middle King and Middle Queen Pokemon.
Okay.
Only because they're poison type.
I'm just like, what are you trying to say? Caesar is wasted potential. Like, he play around too much. There's too many different things.
Wasted. Now, hold on.
Well,
right. Because even though we use the term wasted potential, it's not necessarily about the poison. You could say wasted potential as a villain.
As a villain, in his research, the whole thing. Whole thing.
Okay? My question is to you, right?
Yeah, let's hear
Can we put shows as wasted potential? Didn't you say Bleach was wasted potential at one point?
I didn't. You know what? I love how you're like using, like, honing into this phrase, wasted potential, that we just tapped into today. I didn't say that Bleach was wasted potential. Just because you stand for Rukia and like for some,
stand.
You're right. You love Rukia. Yes, you do.
Stand for Rukia.
You just don't agree with the hate for Rukia,
which is wild. So to me,
that doesn't mean I stand for you.
You're neutral then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm neutral.
Man.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways,
but
I don't have a problem.
Can you put shows in there though?
I don't think Bleach is wasted potential. Bleach wasn't wasted potential.
I'm not saying it is or not. I'm just saying, like, can we put an actual show in that book?
I mean,
that show.
That seems
because you would put Boruto in there.
I don't think Boruto's wasted potential. I don't understand what the point of the show is. I don't think it should be in existence. Hey. And that's fine. And I know some people are just like, hey, it's a huge thing. It taps into like the whole thing. And that's fine. But guess what? I'm not the demographic for Naruto, Boruto, or any of that stuff. I never was.
I just treat Boruto like it took a weird left. That's all.
Okay? It was never for me. People need to realize, back then when Naruto came out, there weren't that many options for shows. And so we had to watch what was available. Okay? And I'm not sorry. Not really. And that's fine.
What were these options?
Right.
It might not have been mainstream options.
But I think that's what she was like hinting at.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm just like, don't be coming to me just because I'm not like, oh my gosh, okay?
Sure. I was just saying.
I already told you. I would watch Boruto if it wasn't about him. Because he's not interesting.
And the little sister is with hardly any screen time?
Barely any screen time.
Look, she has more potential and everything else.
Where's this word potential keep showing up?
Look, I'm following Jenae's lead now.
Fair
okay?
enough.
What show are we on?
I don't know.
Hell's Paradise. And we were talking about Tenza and...
I'm sad that Tenza died.
After he got hit with the 4 shot.
That was,
It was looking like it was over. And then they was trying to talk to him, and he was giving out. And then he reaffirmed his conviction, got up, and he said, you done figured out the sword stuff? That fist came out of nowhere. And
absolutely gave me a match moment.
and that Tenzin wasn't ready for it. And when they hit the ground, Tenza got right on top.
You said he got him sent flying? Is that what you said?
I mean, it just took me a moment to like... Made me think of like...
He ain't go through... there's different terms. This ain't like...
It's not like he went through trees.
It's not tree flying. Calm down.
Tree flying.
All right, I know where you trying to go. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's just give him his flowers.
She used the word.
Look,
we all know what was happening. We saw it.
They said in this all the way from in the state that he was in, enough for us to like have
some people. Right. Okay, you watch Megalobox. When you give that uppercut and they go flying up in the air and they go down, some people still use the term flying.
Okay.
Anyway.
I said okay.
Jeez, man.
But this is what I did like. Because I was angry. I was mad.
Okay.
That this happened. And that's when I was like, this man put on one heck of a show. And then toward the end of the episode, Shion, the girl was mad. Why did you do it? He said, you're his master. And he started speaking some truth. He said, we ain't strong enough to take down this monster now. But he said, I promise you, we gonna make them pay. And I said, oh boy. Now these two about to go hunting. They gonna get stronger. And then they gonna go hunting for Tenzin. Oh, they go. Because he could have just said, I'm gonna make it pay. Somehow he know that there's more than one. He said, we gonna make them pay. And I said, okay. That's what I like to hear.
Listen.
What's that now?
He gonna die too. And this girl, she barely been doing anything.
What she got to do? What she got to do? She just got to do. She got to entertain you.
We know her background story. We never said that she was a fighter. None of that ever came up.
Okay, hold on. You tell me right now. I should not expect no 1v1s for her.
That's not what.
No. Who's the 1v1?
No, wait a minute.
Creatures.
Or any type of fighting. Because if you're saying right now she ain't the fighting type, then I'm not gonna expect her to fight.
I'm not
gonna put that type of pressure on her.
She didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
You said that she should have been swinging and da-da-da-da. I'm saying off of her background story that we got, we never got any information that she was a fighter, that she was sent here because of being a fighter. And now, is she going to like throw down? Probably, but you shouldn't have those
expectations.
Right. But what was those, the top people, what were they called again? Of all these criminals.
They got red cards.
So why is she a red card? Because of her heinous crime that she barely committed? I'm confused.
It's because of extinction.
It's literally because of the tribe and clan that she's a part of, because they don't listen to like the shogun.
They want them eradicated.
That's literally their crime. That's it. So I was like, she hasn't done anything wrong.
And first of all, she drew her sword.
She did.
I didn't see her do nothing.
She got grabbed.
Whatever.
On to the next.
Get strong. Get strong.
They is gonna get strong.
About to. Don't sit here.
And you know what else? Did you hear what she said? She was disrespectful to Shion too. Okay, his master saying, you know what? You got a lot of nerve.
Let's not be disrespectful.
You making it sound like he just gonna get wiped out? You don't think he gonna put on the show?
Your version of putting on a show and my version of putting on a show are clearly two different things.
That's gonna be the title of this episode.
That is gonna be interesting.
I'm the title of this episode.
What's one of your putting on the show? Since we have such different philosophies.
Shigaraki versus everybody.
Okay.
But like Tenzin, what's his name? Tenzin or Tenza?
Tenza. It's a ZA. But then those other things is Tenzin.
Like he was holding his own.
Sure.
But the fact that you thought like this man should be like in this book, like that means he's like in one of these all-time greats. Like he was putting on these shows. And I'm like, he was just fighting this thing.
When you listen to the recording,
okay,
you literally start off Hell's Paradise saying that these creatures are OP.
You did say that.
So I'm fighting, and I'm not about to do what we talked about on another show, hanging and none of that. No, we're not using that word. This man started putting on a show against this creature that's OP, even on Jenae's standards.
Okay, then fine.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
because I agree with Shigaraki fight. I was waiting for you to say some outlandish fight or one of my examples to tell me that it ain't considered putting on a show.
Okay.
Because Overhaul versus Vermilion isn't him putting on a show.
I don't think the Master's gonna be doing all that.
Okay.
Because we almost saw him got taken out real quick.
That's fair. Okay.
So if you want,
that's your thought process.
Hopefully he gets strong. Who he gonna be fighting? These monsters?
Hey, we gonna see.
That's where it's there.
Hey.
Because they look at those like they're,
Listen, that throat attack came out of nowhere. He gonna be ready next time.
And what about the girl?
She gonna be ready too.
Now she can get.
Her husband died.
They was never married. That's what y'all know. No.
She decided.
She didn't have a dream about it.
And he decided he had to dream in a flashback. He was like, his life was coming to an end. I was like, they was together.
She
they
said,
decided.
Hey, I agree. We ain't gonna do. All right, we're fine. All right, next show. Let's go.
That's crazy.
It is. You wild, man. Go ahead.
Speaking of delusions, I think I know what show she's going with.
Okay, talk delusion.
No, what are you talking about? It's your turn to pick a show.
I mean, I don't want to talk Vinland. Like, just get this Heavenland delusion thing out.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't you want to talk Vinland?
She doesn't want that to be her pick. Do you?
No. Let's talk Vinland.
Yeah, and I was talking about the delusions of that man Beer Money at the end of the episode. He was delusional.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
Wow.
Okay, then.
Y'all crazy.
All right, let's get this going.
All right, so what's going on?
So in Vinland, right out the back, I put a note that said, "Got him quick, Jenae." Badger got his hand cut off before the intro.
No! Yo, do you see that dude? He was taunting him.
Yo, he was just.
So the death was waiting for him. Oh my god.
That dude was like taunting.
Yo.
I didn't replay that.
Yo, what I didn't get, I was caught off guard because like they made it sound like it was Fox talking, but that didn't look like Fox at first.
That was Fox.
No, I'm saying like. Because it wasn't squinty eyes and nothing. And then when they did that other scene where they started showing him and his legs were shaking, I was like, that looked more like Fox.
First of all, what he was saying was stupid. He was like, killing is fun. I've killed 13 people. I'm like, fool.
Wait a minute.
That's a
low count.
Hey.
That weak body count.
Don't worry. We're going to talk about a real body count at the end of this episode. Fox.
And so then they cut
is that the person y'all said was going to be around that's going to survive?
That's what Jenae said. Yes, you did.
You did
say Fox is going to be around.
All right. Maybe I did. But no, and then they cut into Badger. Literally got his hand cut off. And this man literally taunted him, Kia. Like, you can't hang with us. Cause
he was like, yo, what you trying to... Because he was just swinging his one hand. Crazy. He was just like, all right. He was like smiling.
He was like having a... Because he was like, man, they're enjoying this. And I'm like, yes, these are real killers.
Yeah. Whatever you thought you were. So then...
But hold on. A couple of weeks ago, you were like, these men have done such treacherous things.
Yeah,
Jenae.
yeah. And my next note, don't get it twisted.
That's
Snake show up.
Get those names. That's right.
Snake show up and kill that man with the quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the quick. And then somebody tried to sneak up on Snake. Snake kill that man and say, Fox, go take Badger and get out of here. He tell everyone to retreat.
So I guess they did retreat.
So Snake got him 2 quick kills. And these ain't no normal, you just heard it. These are killers. They fighting real killers now.
Yeah, they are.
Jakia. Then Jakia, don't forget, she just made fun of whatever these heinous crimes are. You know who else had a heinous crime that they no longer can use their name? Snake. So I've already seen Snake take out 2 of these real killers out here. So after that, yo, they got this one normie, okay? Everybody start retreating. Somebody start cheering. They're like, yes! They start running. One guy on the ground, he's like, wait for me, my legs! And they shout down. Because they don't care about that. So then Kettle, it said, who said retreat?
Can't stand
So then
this coward is liar.
Yo, this is what happened, which I thought was so calculating. This dude looked around as they run away, and he picked out one man he can handle and look like. Because he grabbed this random guy. He said, you coward, I thought you were Norseman. And this normie broke down his life in front of him. I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said, you don't stand up to the king. He said, you think I care? He said, you think I'm gonna clear y'all debt for running away? He said, you're ruined. He said, I don't care about that. He said, you gotta listen to the king. And that's why we listen to you. The strong is meant to control. He basically broke down his logic, and Kettle was shaking and let us go, and he just ran off.
He was like, wait for me.
And then this one guy looked like he showed up behind Kettle. He was like,
yeah.
And then
you just saw his helmet flying.
And then you see Wolf, the right-hand man of King Cootie. And he's like, sir, I think somebody's killed Kettle. And he said, you know, basically, how inept. I told y'all to bring him in alive. And then he said, also, why the Jones Vikings attacking people fleeing? Tell Floki to call them off.
Oh, God.
So then Wolf goes to go get him, and that's when this man strikes. And you know what? He ain't quite there yet.
About Thorgil?
That's right.
Oh
he ain't quite there yet, but I want to see him with a real fight before. I want to see him put on a real show before I put him in there, because he done handled some normies in a flashy manner. But so he come out the water. Oh man, look at Magnificent. He was ready, Kia, and then King Cootie somehow know. He said, your head is mine. And he put his sword up, try to deflect it.
He did. I think that was pretty good.
Hey, well, hold on.
Okay,
Thorgil hit his sword. He almost cut that clean sword in half. It got right to the halfway point. It's bent. And then Canute, his hand is numb just from one slash from Thorgil. That's how strong he is. And then the 2 people, he got 2 guards now. They said, Thorgil, where did you come from? That boy he cut 2 hands off real quick. Yeah, so now we killed 4 already. So between Thorgil and Snake, it's like, man, we mowing these boys down.
I would hope. After this massive they've been doing.
So then Wolf come back. Hey, that man quit.
Well, hold on, because he kicked the king. I was like, all right, Thorgil, you're doing too much.
He was not enough. Okay, I skipped that part. He was whooping King Canute's
Hold on, he was.
Yes, he was.
He just got a kick on him. That was it.
Please. That man gave him the meanest looking knee in the stomach I've seen.
Okay,
and then he put his foot on his head. And he said, your head is mine. And then he was about to slash down. Man, that's the equivalent of a punch knee. You already got... Hey, that's an A-whooping, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, at least he's stronger than that kid. At least he wasn't sent flying.
I'm glad that this grown man, who is the king of Europe, Then it gets sent flying like an 8 to 10-year-old child.
You telling me his dad would have been sent flying?
Thank you for being an adult and not sent flying. This is crazy. Anyway, God, man, I know I'm trying to get. Anyway, Jakia.
I don't know why you hate the king so much, okay?
I done seen this sniveling coward, okay?
He's grown.
You know what? He's glad he didn't meet someone like Thorgil when he was a child. Because he would have got his little behind sent flying just like that 8-year-old.
Yeah.
So then, Wolf show up. He threw a sword at his wrist.
I was kind of happy about
I was like, yo, okay, you saved him. Because the sword was stuck in there. And then the king tried to get up.
He did get up.
He got his sword to try to help cover. And you know what his right hand is? He said, give me. Oh, at this point, he jumped on him. And he choking the life out of Thorgil. I was like, you think it's going to be that easy? And then
Thorgil. Like it.
Right. I'm about to get to it. Thorgil, because he always keeping his eyes closed. But when he saw the king, when he saw the king get attacked, both his eyes was open. That's why I was like, I was waiting for something like that in Hell's Paradise. Thorgil took 2 fingers
and jammed it
right in his eye. It was bleeding out.
And his grip was just getting stronger.
Right. He was like, die.
He was like, why won't you die?
And then Thorgil kept going deeper and eventually got him off. And then that's when the king came with picked up a sword to try to take out Thorgil. Didn't do nothing. So Wolf was like, King, give me that sword. And he's like, give that sword to someone who know how to use it. That's what he wanted to say.
Yeah, and then all the other Vikings.
And then all the other, because they were crying. They yelled out. They said, the king is under attack. It's just one man. Y'all tough.
They're like, it's Thorgil.
Yeah, they know what's up. So then, Thorgil, he ain't dumb. He went ahead. He went back to the ocean. And the
king was like, don't.
He said, don't pursue too far.
Okay, yeah.
He said, don't pursue too far. Well, he don't want Wolf to be left alone with that animal. You know, it would have been a different fight in the underwater, unlike in MASH.
Are you insane?
Are you? That man got one last eye. Come for your blind spot. And even...
this man is an animal.
He is.
Oh my God. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of Wolf, though.
I like Wolf. It's like I told you, I'm waiting for this Wolf Floki 1v1. It's going to go down eventually. He don't like how Floki do business. And Floki got one more time to get in the king's face.
And what's going to happen?
But
then Wolf going to get him.
Wait, I thought you was fine. I thought you was cool with Floki because Floki's like, we don't...
But I'm saying from what we saw from Wolf.
Yeah.
Wolf ain't going to take that from Floki.
Right.
I don't think they taking Floki serious. That's just how he, bickers.
Yes, and we going to see.
But I think Snake's about to fight Floki, though.
I told you that fight might happen. Now, where it goes off is as he escaping, Canute said he's a bold man. I wish he served under me still. Everybody want Thorgil. So then, where I said delusion hits, they cut over to Arnhild. She waking up, she talking to Beer Money and Thorfinn and everybody. And basically she's saying, I don't want to be here no more. She said there's going to be war everywhere. She said, and Beer Money like, you got to live. What about your kid inside you? She said he already gone. So then she loses the will to live. So she dies. And then we try to resuscitate her. And then Beer Money saying, I love you. I need you. I'm like, she got a husband.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's why I said it's delusional. But she did say she enjoyed the time that we got to talk with them every morning. It helped this bearable. Being a slave bearer.
In Beer Money's mind, if she would have lived and kept the child, he would have tried to help raise it.
Right.
I think that's why he was, And I think he just wanted to get that out one last time, too.
Sure, yeah.
But I thought you meant, delusional as in, him trying to take out Kiddo. Because I think this is the perfect time to do it.
No. He almost dated. You know what was delusional? So, Snake show up, carrying Kettle. He was like, it's you guys. Why are y'all still here? And then Beer Money's like, Kettle, I'll kill you. It's like, you're the reason Arnhild dead. And then Thorfinn was like, now that she died, I'm down to put him in the book.
About time.
So after Thorfinn tried to stop him, another reason of delusion.
Yeah.
He punches Thorfinn. He don't move.
I know. I was laughing. He just looked at him like that.
And then he kept going, and Thorfinn tried to stop him. He had to resort to violence.
He didn't want to do it.
He punched him, and Thorfinn.
He kind of sent flying a little.
Ben Money went down.
Yeah, not even. He just went down.
Had to get up, but guess what? He was woken up because he was blind raged at first, but now he had eyes. He had pupils. That punch knocked some sense into him. So then they start to leave, and now it's about to get real. Because Thorfinn started walking, and Leaf's like, let's hurry up and get out of here. Let's go. Let's go back to Iceland. And he's like, nah, I'm about to go talk to King Canute. And Leaf's like, don't do it. Why do you gotta go? And then he said the hardest thing I ever said. He said, I'm about to put an end to this. He said, I estimate Canute probably brought about 100 men. Even in the worst case, I'll be okay. I said, oh,
because he's telling the truth.
I was like, oh! I said, that man is back. And all it's going to take, let him pick up 2 daggers on the way.
Listen, this is, Kid Thorfinn used to do this all the time.
Taking
over 100.
That's why he didn't care what that dude fought. And I thought that was, it made everything full circle. That man bragging about 13 bodies. This man had killed thousands. 13 bodies.
That's a weak body count.
He about to kill these 100. Yo, we gonna see what Floki got to say about this. I think Thorfinn had met everyone except for Wolf. So,
I feel like we saw Wolf in season
I don't know if I seen Wolf. I might go back and watch.
I think we did. I don't know how they all about to react. I don't know.
Yeah. We're gonna see him.
It's gonna be good.
That's wild.
See if he recognize him.
Hope so. He gave you that cut.
Yeah, punk. All right. That's that.
All right, Kia, it's your turn.
Are we still talking Heavenly Delusion or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you watching?
No, she's not watching it.
All right, yeah, cool.
What happened at the camp?
We're much further than that now.
Wow.
So we did talk last episode, and last episode was basically they did not show that kid concentration camp thing at all. It was basically like a real world episode.
It was a real world episode.
It was just top streets.
Mm-hmm.
And
we getting closer to finding the Immortal Order, and then we get there, and they're not actually the Immortal Order, but then they found out that they can kill like man-eaters, and they're just like, help us out with this thing. They're just like, nah, man, we don't know if we want to get involved with y'all. But they're like, no, they have all these man-eaters in the basement, you gotta help out. And then they're just like, I guess
like we'll do it.
We'll do it.
And then the basement is an undercar garage, and then we go down there, and
it's like dormant man-eaters. It's weird. It's like really weird because like you're just like, where did all these people come from? Because the organization that hired them to do it, like they're against the Immortal Order because her leg got amputated, and then she's all upset about it, which is fine because she went in for one thing.
It was without her consent.
Right, so it's understandable, right? But it was this whole thing. So a lot of people end up going to this man for medical advice or attention, and he did something totally different. But there are some people who are like, no, it's for the better, and they're part of the Immortal Order. But anyway, so they're in the basement. These man-eaters are like dormant. They look really weird. There's like different like ones throughout. And what's his name? Mardu? Yeah, he was like, he was able to like take him out and stuff. There was a moment where like the sister was like hallucinating, and they were like,
it got real.
It got real really fast. And I thought it was real, but
we didn't know it was a hallucination.
It was intense
because we just get all these things start showing up. They pin us down. They chop our arm off. I was like, yo,
this is mad.
And then they were on top of Marvel. I was like, I don't see how we gonna get out of this.
Like I was like, this is it for us.
Eventually
we
come to, I guess, and then Morrow's holding us, and they're like, and he's like, yo, that thing has hypnotized you or something because it started blinking.
Yeah.
And then we killed it, and then this doctor show up, but it ain't the doctor we looking for. And he was like, good.
He kind of thought it was, because he was like, hey, we're looking for Dr. Usami. And he was like, well, that's me. And then he was like, follow me. And I was like, we just follow this man who's in this, he's well dressed, Jenae. It's really interesting.
Well, the other thing is, she don't even know that his name is Dr. Usami. She just assumed that the person in this photo's name is that.
Right. And so like we're following this man, and he's taking us upstairs in the building, and she was like, oh, are you part of the Immortal Order? He was like, I never called it that. And there was like all these people are just like, Sensei, help us with this, help us with that, help us with that. And they're just like, hey, ain't you going to attend to them? He was like, nah, because if it's not one thing, it's always something else. So you're just like, there's already this disconnect between him and the people. Mm-hmm. So it's a whole thing. So he was like, hey, you kill man-eaters, I need you to take out this one person because she's a human, but she wants to die. Like, I would like for her to die human before she turns to a man-eater. And the sister's like, wait, are people actually man-eaters? And he was like, yeah, it's a disease that you get. And that's what turns people into, like, man-eaters. Mm-hmm. So the lady who was upset who got her leg amputated, she was walking around the building when she wasn't supposed to, so she went to, like, a room, and she saw the person that he was operating on.
Tons of machines, and it was, like, killed.
Right. But she didn't know the context of the story, but we find out in this episode that the doctor was mainly, like, amputating her body in different parts because, like, he was really trying to, like, take out the disease from wherever it was showing up in the body. And so that made me wonder, like, for her, when he amputated her leg, maybe he was actually, like, taking a part of her body that the disease was a part of, but she didn't realize it. Because most people don't know that's how man-eaters come about. So this whole thing. So anyways, while they're doing that, working on the thing, the anti-immoral order, they were just like causing a ruckus in front of the building, and they threw a rock.
Always a rock.
That's all it takes.
And the immortal order was like, man, they throw a rock and all hell breaks.
I love it. I can throw a rock.
Kaido's cute.
Who threw the rock? Was it just a no-name? Like just an ornament?
Yes. Because they kept saying, we can't do nothing to them because they got that man-eater down there. But if you take care of it, then we can act. And their plan was vandalism, basically.
Throw a rock.
That's like the highlight of the episode.
No.
There's more.
Wow, there's more. Well, what happened? I'm confused.
I can't.
Justin, tell us, because Kia's still dying over this rock.
No, Jenae, the rock is like too bold because it's so stupid what happened. So, like, she over here making a ruckus. A rock is thrown.
And what happened?
Because she's the leader, and they take her back to retreat.
After she threw the rock?
No, after she got hit by the rock.
Oh.
Like, they started it. And then that Immortal Order threw a rock back. And that's what took him out. So then everybody was like, oh no, the leader gets her, like, safety. So then they go into the thing, everyone's like outside because they're outside the building. And then this one guy said, let me through. And then they're like, leader, what's going on? And they got her laying down on a couch with like a blindfold over her eyes. And then they're just like, she died.
Oh my God.
And then like, I don't even know if she really died. I feel like the guy was like, I'm gonna lie to these people. Tell them that she died so that we can take over the building because they got they got generators. And I was just like, because no one questions it. None of the people that are outside the building who rushed to get her in have gone inside to see if she's actually dead. Because Jenae, it wasn't even a big rock.
So she died from this alleged rock.
Right. It happens so quickly. And that's all it took to turn these like vandalism people into like murderers. Because one lady was like, they had an informant. The anti-immortal order had an informant at the immortal order, and this one lady who was like, I'm tired of it, and then she ended up killing the informant, but she didn't even know. They were just like, a rock turned this group into murderers, Jenae. Yeah. And they kicked all these people, these families that were in this building who were receiving like medical attention out. It was crazy. All it took was a rock. Like the man said, like one rock was thrown and all hell breaks loose. It happened so fast.
Wow.
It happened so fast. And the man was like, I'm not even a doctor. That was the other part.
Wow.
He was like,
even a doctor?
Right. He just good at making things. He just made people like amp prosthetic limbs on a whim. So I was like, it was crazy. It was wild. So much happened. In a
artist.
It was not even.
Keto 2.0.
No, he never said he was a doctor.
Wow. He never.
And people just kept asking him for things. That's why he never was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. He never said he was a doctor. So no, he's not a scam artist.
He kind of did. He was like, "Oh, that's me." When she said, "Are you Dr. Asumi?"
That's his name, but he never said he was a practicing medical doctor.
Wow.
He never said it. Wow. So it was crazy. It was wild. It happened so quickly. The episode ends with the anti-order being like, "Yes, we're taking over the building," but there was still one dormant man-eater that was hiding under the car. And so I'm just like, that's going to be the end of them.
Wow. The man-eater, just one man-eater is going to take out all those people.
No, Jenae, because the way that it is, it transforms in a different way. It just gets big and multiplies. It's the whole thing.
Man-eaters are tough.
It's tough. It was wild.
It was. They'll have more rocks.
Rocks won't save them here. It will against, I mean, in this world, rocks take out other people. It's like a death sentence. Right. It was so
Alright, so let's see here.
That's
so funny. It was so quick. Like, she was standing up.
Alright.
I can't.
So,
those rocks up, y'all.
That was wild.
Take out this man-eater.
So, Birdie.
Wow.
So, Aoi knows the truth.
Yes. Finally. The family is no longer lying. It's all out in the open now.
The coach never lied.
The mom did. That's right. I'm glad we didn't see her in this episode.
We did.
I'm glad I didn't see her in this episode.
And she was talking to
like I said, I didn't see her.
Also,
she was talking to someone.
Who was fighting us on this? I forget which one of y'all was fighting.
It was probably me.
But when Aoi and Anime leave the room, they talk to the lead.
It was me.
Okay,
that's right.
Gotcha. The leader.
She was shocked.
And she says, take care of my father. He's like, what? And then she was like, also I'm rooting for you. Like, everyone knows the love interest, except for, so I was confused why you didn't. But,
he don't love her.
Sure.
He gonna go back to his,
right.
her mom.
Well, she's a student. So,
that too. Right.
I don't know how, isn't she like a senior or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, still out of school.
Right.
Get out of here. I never liked it.
Right. They loved each other, hence the baby. Hence Aoi.
I mean, she don't got that cast no more, so.
Yeah, that's why she was holding those flowers.
About time.
Right.
So yeah, but we got the flashback. The whole purpose of this episode was the ultimate golf. Right. So it'd be the fusion of Rainbow and the Bullets. And I was like, okay. And then we finally see Asha. And
I'm gonna be honest.
She's a canon.
She is a canon. I will say, I feel like they tried to hype us up a little bit too much with Aisha. And so I feel like I was let down just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Really?
I did. Oh.
I kind of agree with Kia a little bit. I feel like Eve was starting to get on my nerves at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Just like Aoi? Because they basically tried to do the same thing.
No, they did. They
did.
And I had disdain for that too as well. I'm like, I wish you would just listen to each and a little bit more, but Eve is not like that. She's hard-headed. She wants to play her golf.
Right, but she's been like that from the get-go. Right.
Exactly. So I'm just like, well, I can still be frustrated with her a little bit.
The butler is Alan Harvey.
And I'm just like, all right, Alan Harvey. Leo recognized you and your skills.
I didn't even put his name down because I was like, I know Justin's going to write his name in the
book. Leo went ahead and said, why don't you just tell her how to come out the shell? And Alan was like, I'll send that back to you. Because Leo could have just as easy told her how to get out the shell too. And I was like, okay. And then Eve, with her own stubbornness and her own growth, went ahead and learned the rainbow bullet burst.
It was funny because Leo was like, stop disappointing me and all this other stuff to Eve. I was like,
and she's like, what? He's like, yeah.
I was like, catch up to us on the third day. I was like, man, Leo should have it.
Yeah. It was a whole thing.
That's all I put for these notes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have much to say for this episode. It's just like, you know, I agree with Vampire Day. She was like, I don't need to see.
She said, yeah, I already know who's
gonna win.
My one note was Rainbow Bullet Burst. That was it. And then Lily, of course, showing up.
I didn't even. You know what? I tried to give
a better outfit.
All right, better, I guess.
Actually, never mind. It's like the uniform.
Yeah, I've never seen her in this outfit.
I'm just so used to seeing her in yellow.
Right.
Right. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna tell y'all about outfits. That's on y'all.
Right. We don't want to get into that again.
100%.
100%.
Because with Lily, to me, like, if you're wearing a garbage bag, and then you decide to wear a burlap sack, it's still trash. You know, it's regardless. So, with that being said, I will give her some credit though.
Uh-huh.
It's like she has at least learned the ins and outs of golf. To an extent. Like, the kids are like, yeah, Eve won. And she's like, it's just the first hole.
It literally just started.
Right. Yeah. Like, she at least is aware of.
I would hope.
Would you? It was just a scam artist.
Y'all don't have much, listen, y'all don't have much hope, expectation, and positive to ever say about Lily.
You just threw that in.
It's just like, y'all just try to slide it in. Like, I understand y'all just try to bash Lily and get it.
What? Hold on, do you stand for Lily?
No, I don't.
I know, we're done with this.
Yeah,
so,
like, y'all just get y'all blood pressure.
That was the episode.
I was going to say her last name. I don't even think we have a last name for Lily.
I don't think they have last names.
I don't want to know the last name. So, with that being said, next show.
Those kids need to, do better.
Are we on Demon?
Yeah, that's probably the right way to go.
Man, another backstory.
Yeah. He didn't die.
Yeah, but I don't know. After Kia gave
maybe that's just a Hell Paradise thing.
Yeah.
Because you say when we get backstories.
Well, isn't that typically what happens sometimes when you get a backstory? It's not like it's out of the ordinary.
But yeah, this one was Michiru's backstory.
Wait, is it Michiru or Yuchiru?
It's Michiru.
Yeah, Michiru.
Okay.
Yeah, the brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta enunciate the Mew part, I guess. Michiru. And we find out both parents died at 10.
Yeah.
And then we find out he corrected himself. Oh, my fault. I was alone at 11. I have a twin brother, Yuchiru.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wow. And then we find out that lady with the eyes is the master's wife.
Right. Why are you pointing at me like that? I knew that. We all knew this.
Wait, why are you pointing at her? Did she say something?
No, we all
she don't like the master.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Stop it.
And then, but after we got the backstory, he gets out. I started writing down everyone's names. So Mr. Kanamori is the one who finished his sword. Mm-hmm. We get another backstory, basically how the person who was making the swords prior, Mr. Tetsudo,
he died from heart
failure.
Yeah. He was cool.
But he was constantly worried about us. And it was cool. He was like, I'm sorry to make you worry. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, I was so, like, I can't stand Upper 5. I was like, no! He even stabbed dude's eye out. Like, he was like, look at all I've done, and he's still doing that sword. And I was like, you coward. Like, he even took his eye out. The building exploded.
I was like, no class.
He picked up that sharpening thing and just went on the ground and went back to work. And then Upper Five tried to go ahead and pat himself on the back. He was like, "You got out. That must be a testament to my concentration." Yeah, my focus. I was like, "You so trash. Like, I hope he kill you quick." I'm like, man, can't stand that.
Okay, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but at the end, it kind of confused me because he made it seem like Muchiru, like that was his brother that passed, that like died.
The brother, the twin Yuichiro
died.
Is the one who was more mean and hurt and like standoffish.
Yeah, but he said, and he was because the way he was like narrating this part, he was like, in my amnesia, because now he's remembering now. Right. He was like, in my amnesia, I was more like my brother. And now that he's coming out of his amnesia, he's going back to his kind, to where he's like kind.
Right. When he was waking up, he was like, I fear that I treated you guys more like my brother. Right. Yeah, so now he's opened it up. The mist, the fog is lifted, which the master talked about 2 episodes, telling him, you'll get your memory back. But yes, this is Muchiru.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yo, how he killed that demon, though?
He did not waste any time.
Talking about the octopus?
No.
The backstory? Yo, he must have slaughtered that thing. Like, it was tons of blood in the house. He had his body in different parts staked in the ground where it was just suffering. Because he wouldn't die when his head was destroyed, because he picked up a boulder and smashed it on his head. I was like, yo, that man they ain't even show it. He must have put in some work. Like, you saw the outcome.
He didn't even, no training.
He was just winning the rage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he did bring up the one thing I did right, which I think about for all kids. His brother Yuichiro, only at this one point, was correct. When she came by, he was like, you hear that? Said, our ancestors used to be swordsmen. Let's go learn swords. Let's go help people. And he snapped when he was cutting that onion. He was like, he said, I was the one. He said, how many times did I tell Mom to rest when she was tired? When I told Dad not to go out in that storm. He said, what can kids do? What can kids like us do against demons? I said, he ain't wrong. Like I said, you would have to train, if anything. I was like, but he ain't wrong. I'm tired of them these shows, these kids thinking they can do all this stuff.
I'm so tired. Like, listen,
he was
these
real.
Kids need to stop living out in the middle of nowhere because these demons just be popping up.
Yo, them demons be in the city too.
I don't know. It's like they don't even lock the doors.
It was hot.
It was hot.
He literally just walked up in there. I'm like, yo.
First of all,
we gotta stop doing this.
Let's call it what it is. That clown, stalker, pedophile, whatever you want to say, he knew. He was like, y'all just some woodcutters kids. Y'all useless. Y'all ain't got no parents. He's been watching us. He's sick. That ain't got nothing to do with the city. What happened with whatchamacallit? Genji's, they had a full-blown family in the town. In the town.
In a very busy part of town.
Technically, I think their house was connected.
That kid opened up the door.
Kid did open the door.
But
and it was their mom.
It was their mom.
They didn't know that. He said, don't be opening up the door. We don't know who that is.
I mean, another fair point.
Listen,
kids talking to other kids.
I was just like, really? Like, they just be coming into people's houses? Like, this
crazy. They ain't vampires.
Listen, remember what happened when we were eating dinner? And, like, he just walked into the place and then Tanjiro was like...
And I'm thinking this is a trend. They just be opening up doors.
No, I'm tired of telling y'all. They demons. They can't be out in the sunlight, but they're not vampires. Only vampires need permission to come into your residence. If you don't give a vampire permission, it can't come in.
It's true. If you watch Vampire Dies in No Time, you would have known.
I mean, you can also know this from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. But yes, Jakia, in this world...
I'm just saying, we talk about anime. That's
right, fair enough. But it's a common thing with vampires. Yes. So yes, these demons can just do whatever they want. They're animals. But,
No, to be honest, I thought it was, from like the way the profile, I thought it was, what was it? Who's that? Number? Yeah, I thought that was him for a second. I was like, no.
He did resemble, like, body frame.
I was going to be all the way disappointed.
But, The only other thing before I'm done, y'all can talk more if you want. When he mentioned the marks, because I did see those marks form on his cheeks.
Yep, I did see it also.
And then I thought stupid Upper 5 was going to at least give us some information. He's worthless.
He didn't have no information.
He did.
He don't have, Justin, he's not
He literally went ahead and said, oh, Master Muzan told us, just like that other kid with the earrings in the mark. But that's the
only information he had.
It looked like he was pondering but then he didn't want to say it. Because he almost got slashed.
He did get slashed. That's why he was like, your senses are dull from like being alive.
Yeah, he got what old jokes. Said for being around so long.
He did not like that.
Got him. But yeah, that was Demon. I think it's about to kick up next episode.
Yeah, it's about to.
It's gonna really hit up. Okay, One Piece. Well, I guess that's one theory out the water, Jakia. I put, that last member of CPO was still in that entertainment room. So I guess he ain't running about to fight Brooke. So he just there. And I was just so, if he not in the book, I'll go on. I'll just read my whole note. Y'all can just have at it. I just put, wow. Some character development. I said, okay. Oda, we still got Usopp, still fighting flunkies.
That's so sad.
Fighting minions.
Yeah, 200 million now.
Usopp, and your attack didn't work. They came through the little smoke cloud that you put out.
Yeah, because what is that supposed to do?
He said poison fog, something. I don't know what it was supposed to do. It didn't work. And then after that, I said, oh, and really? We getting a flashback of his redeeming moments. And the only thing is him running or partially dying with snot dripping or crying.
Yep.
And in Usopp fashion, you just got saved from flunkies.
But
Izzo shows up.
Who's great?
And then I just said,
I was like, how many bullets does he have?
100%.
Because I was like, how many rounds?
There's no reloading.
Absolutely none. I was like, what's going on?
And then this man, you tell the joke, stay with the women and children. They got Usopp tend to the wounded. That's his job. He go ahead and
he was with the women and children.
Yeah, there's no growth.
True.
This man has just been very.
It's kind of embarrassing.
And then
it is all the way embarrassing. I'm gonna be mad if Izzo dies because of his foolishness.
No, he already said no. No, why would he die to nobody's?
I'm just saying like if him being, I feel like he's gonna be with Usopp for a minute, and I'm just like, I don't want them to like come across someone even stronger.
Well, he's not gonna die in this scene.
No, he's not gonna die here.
There's just nobody.
No, he's not gonna die here.
Here's a real kicker. They went up that little that's supposed to be like an in-between attic. Why are all these people even in here?
100%. I said, where they come from? Where's this? How'd they get here? I don't know.
He had the nerve to smile when he said, God Usopp, can you go ahead and you know of me? Like,
unfortunately.
And then at this point, I said the worst gets worse. Because then I was like, this fight is still happening? They switched over to those ninjas.
Justin, I was laughing hardcore. And I was like, man. I
think Earlobe's gonna get him.
Well, talked about
the other, he on fire, Rizzo. He said, death will undo it. So, and then it just kept, this whole episode was just piling on. Yeah. And then Jenae's one favorite number, NB,
ran.
He just ran away. Him and Apu ran out of there. And they put a number on that other one. He was done. Purple with the glasses.
He was like, sorry. And he was like, out of here, Drake. I was like, oh my God.
And Fugu just rammed my man through the door sleeping.
You see that eye catch we got for Yamato?
We did.
That was nice.
It was, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Then we had the moment when we went back to Big Mom fight.
I see what you brought up. Just a lot of patheticness this whole episode. Yeah, they showing Momo pulling the purple clown, and then they brought up that point: if Luffy beats Kaido, the cloud gonna leave. Sound like this fool should be putting up red clouds.
Like, what is he doing? 100%.
Oh my gosh! Then they showed that Orochi.
His head is huge.
He had a lot of nerve. He said, what's taking him so long to get us out of here? I'm like, you the one that's burning the place down.
He's just laying down.
Like
I just want someone to come cut him in the neck.
Who's gonna do it?
I don't know.
In a perfect world, she would, but
what's she waiting for?
For his guard to get down. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't
Let's see
know.
something.
I don't know. But,
take his big head self out.
We're gonna see how long this big round fight is. And then they cut to Luffy and Kaido saying how they enjoying themselves.
Well, Lord.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm just...
I don't even think I want Albath anymore because Usopp been getting on my
You was
nerves.
never gonna get it, but that's fine. Okay?
We gonna get it.
Okay.
This has only showed me one thing. We gonna get Elbath.
Yeah.
But no Usopp redemption.
Wow.
Right.
That's sad because this would be the arc to do it. But it's like, once you redeem yourself, you can't keep on going back and forth.
I'm just like, yeah, he's a lost cause.
Yeah.
Because, like, One Piece just don't say nothing. Like, I forget which one of y'all fighting. I'm fighting both of y'all at some point. So,
Probably.
Like, he not going to redeem himself.
Mm-hmm.
But we as One Piece watchers are going to we going to Albath, Kia.
Whatever.
I don't know if it's going to be...
It might be a movie.
I don't know if it's going to be similar to how they went to the other supernovas. I don't know if Usopp, after this showing, he shouldn't even want to show up on Elbath. But we as fans will see and be on Elbath in some form.
Okay.
You don't bring up the Rocks Pirates unless we at some point gonna see some Rocks Pirates.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see that.
So, but yes, this whole episode, disappointing. Failure after continued failure after another failure. Like, it was just rough.
Usopp was a failure, man. He's a failure.
That man need to be in the book.
Yeah, you can put him in there. I don't care.
Which book?
Can anyone stand Usopp after this episode?
I'm just saying, look, the waste of potential, can't stand. I'm just like, what are we talking about?
Did he ever have potential?
You're the one that was the biggest Usopp stand.
It's our fault. Until this man fight, I forget the dude's name from from Teacher's Crew. Until there's a sniper off, this man ain't gonna show us nothing. He ain't gonna show us nothing.
Not even that.
Doesn't that man have actual bullets, like that sniper from Teacher's Crew?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
And what does Usopp have?
We're gonna see. Hopefully got most things in that stinking bag than eggplants and whatever else
pull them out.
He does. Alright, but I think that's it.